Okay, looks like I'm live. Multitasking here. Doing the Facebook Live and Instagram. So just starting with my Instagram. And welcome, everybody. Welcome. This is really an interesting contraption that we created where I can do both Facebook Live and Instagram Live and have so much fun with it. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for being online with me on Facebook and Instagram. Today is day 2 of our challenge, and I got some wonderful comments in our WhatsApp group that we have for discussing business and discussing and just being there for everyone who would like to know more about business and sharing with everybody certain tools and a few questions that you can ask to bring you out of a funk that you may be in that moment. And there was some wonderful engaging that took place in the group. And I am so grateful for all of you who made that possible, who were vulnerable enough to share your challenges, who were vulnerable enough to share what you are actually looking at as a problem in your business. So you can actually now change it. So for all of you who have done the, can you all hear me clearly enough? WhatsApp, on Instagram. This is crazy. On Instagram and Facebook, if you can just give me like a thumbs up, maybe if you can hear me clearly enough. Yeah. Okay. I shall continue and hope for someone to give me a thumbs up that they can hear me. Oh, thank you, Sakshi, my lovely sweetheart. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Okay. So yesterday's challenge was undefining all the, thank you, Shivangi. Thank you. So yesterday's challenge was undefining everywhere that you have defined what your business is, undefining everything that you have made real, significant, solid about your business. And I hope you did the home play. And if you didn't do the home play, that's okay too. Like I said, just getting present with what you've defined as your business and the problems with your business can actually get you to be more present with it. And today, day 2 is, hi Sonal, thank you for being here. Today, day 2, I would like you all to look at an energy here that, I've noticed very often, again, during sessions and during classes with, business classes and just during private sessions. I've noticed a lot of times people come across with, I have a business because I have a problem in my business because it's always followed with a because. It's like, it's very rarely does anyone come across and say, hey, I made a stupid choice, or hey, you know what, I made this choice which didn't really create. They come across with, I have a problem in business and I want to solve this, and the problem is because. And then they go into the story of why they have a problem. It's here not about making you wrong. If you believe that you have a story about your problem, it's here about recognizing that when you have a story about why you have a problem, which is always followed after the because, your story always follows the because, then that is what starts to control you. Now your story starts to take over your choices. You will make choices based on what your story is, based on what your problem is, based on why your problem exists. Let's give you an example here. Say, for instance, you have, like somebody wrote it in the WhatsApp group, that was probably the most common problem that everyone shared, that I'm not able to invite people to my classes. I'm not able to invite a number of people to my programs. I'm not able to have enough clients for my business and buyers from my, from my exhibitions and stuff. Hi, Falguni. So let's look at that energy where, I'm not able to, right? Now, what does that energy of I'm not able to do this do to you? It almost kind of contracts your world into finiteness, that I don't have the capacity to, I cannot do this, I am incapable of doing this, I've tried everything, it's not changing because. So, there are a lot of reasons, there are a lot of justifications, there are a lot of excuses why something's not changing, instead of asking, what can change this? Resistance. Yeah. Thank you, Falguni. Yeah, darling. So look at the energy of whatever you have made, your reason, justification, your excuse for not changing your business, for not changing, whether it's money flows, whether it's clients not showing up, whether it's having a problem with staff or labor or whatever that is. Look at that and look at all your becauses today. Okay, because I'm not educated enough, because I don't come from such a rich family, because I'm not trained enough, because I don't have the right staff, because I don't have enough money, I don't have enough money to invest. Look at all your becauses today. Okay, maybe you may need a notebook for that, but I'm going to ask you to look at 5. Look at 5 becauses today. And if you want to go into a notebook, feel free to. And ask, if I did not have this reason and justification and excuse, what could I choose? Am I willing to choose that? Am I willing to choose that? You've got to get, guys, you can be aware of your problem or issue in business. You can also be aware that it's just a story that you're creating around your life. If you're not willing to choose different, you're not going to choose different. You're not going to choose different if you're not willing to choose different. The willingness to make a different choice is what has you creating something different. The willingness has to be there. So once again, all the excuses, the justifications, the reasons that you are using to keep this problem in existence, could you please destroy and uncreate all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys, forwards, and yawns. So look at each excuse and run this and ask, if I did not have this reason and justification and excuse, would I choose different? Would I be willing to make a different choice? If you get a yes, ask, what different choice can I now make? If you get a no, you are not wrong. If you get a no, ask, what's the value of holding on to this reason and justification? If you have a reason, for instance, that I don't have enough money, which is why I can't change my business, I can't invest in my business, and so on and so forth. Now, if that's your excuse for not creating a greater business, you have to go into defending that point of view of you not having enough money. So if you're going to defend that point of view, you're also going to avoid creating more money. And that's where this crazy madness, total insanity sets into your business, sets into your life and living, where you're asking for something, you know it's possible, you know it's available, yet you're not able to change it, simply because what you're defending is the no money. What you're defending is not being able to change it. So you're actually avoiding the possibility of change. Even if I'm not willing to change is not wrongness. Absolutely, Sonal. You're still not wrong, darling, even if you're not willing to change. But you can ask a question there. You can ask a question like, what's the value of not changing? What's the value of holding on to this? What am I defending with this? What am I avoiding with this? Go into that question of, okay, what am I defending with this? What am I avoiding with this? So that's your next home plate for today. The first one, of course, asking if you're willing to change, looking at all your excuses and justifications, and if you didn't have them, would you still be willing to change? And the next one is looking at the problems that you've written down, looking at the justifications, the reasons why you have them, and that you've decided you have them, and now asking, what am I defending with this, and what am I avoiding with this that keeps this in existence? And everything that is times a godzillion, destroy and uncreated, right and wrong, good and bad, hot and hot, all nine shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. So friends, have fun with this. Please recognize every story that you tell yourself, every justification, every excuse is a lie. 8 minutes. I have, yeah, that's business done different, right? Where you have everything happening at the same time. Yeah. So you want to ask, you want to recognize that every excuse, every excuse, every justification, every why, every because is a lie that you have bought from somewhere. It's a lie that you have made real and true. And what if these lies didn't exist? And how many lies are you defending and avoiding? Right and wrong, good and bad, hot and pop, all nine shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. You're welcome, Sakshi. And I'll see you all tomorrow, sweethearts. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you all for being here with this challenge, the willingness to change and shift. And I just want to acknowledge one thing, that if you are here listening to this, there is a willingness in your world. You're still not wrong. See you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.